There was a time where Jojo reached peak performance. It was a string of episodes and chapters that were just hitting home runs back to back, no Drake. This event happened during the first half of part 5. Araki introduced stands in part 3, but you could tell he was still figuring out how to use them properly. His skill greatly leveled up in part 4, but by part 5, he had unlocked the secret code to writing great powers. You can see my video on the topic, but the Spark Notes version is that when Araki started creating powers that weren't attacks, it forced the user to use their power in a creative way in order to attack their opponent. This led to more creative powers and tactics in the fights. So he had already mastered how to write stands, but then he added another spice to his recipe. Araki basically said, "I don't need a plot," and just wrote back-to-back fights. Technically there was a plot, but it was a fetch quest, which is one of the laziest formulas for writing a plot. But that didn't matter from an entertainment standpoint, because that simple fetch quest allowed the bulk of the episodes to be stand battles against enemies. Because of this, goldebn basically became a fight compilation. No, a greatest hits album, because these were easily some of the best fights in the entire story. In my video on the top 10 Jojo fights, a good amount of them came from this string. The string of episodes I'm talking about is episodes 6 to 19. That's Soft Machine to White Album. Another layer that made this string epic was the slow reveal of each of the gang members' stands, because at this point, we only know what Giorno and Bucciarati can do. No one else had a reason to use their stand, so part of the fun is learning what abilities each member has. And then another layer that makes the fights better is that all of these characters are basically assassins. Unlike past arcs, none of the stand users are amateurs. They all know how to use their stands effectively, and both sides are trying to kill each other, making the fights more intense. There's no silly business here. Soft Machine starts us off with one of the most creative fights in Jojo. A weak character uses his powers and surroundings wisely in order to get the drop on the heroes. Here, Moody Blues is revealed. Right after that, Mista has to fight Kraftwerk, revealing his stand power. Kraftwerk also has one of the coolest powers in Jojo. Then after that, it's Narancia's turn to show off his stand and his fight against Little Feet. Then after that, we have arguably the greatest team battle in Giorno, Abbacchio, and Fugo versus Man in the Mirror. This enemy stand is incredibly creative. Fugo shows off his powers, and the 200 IQ plays in this battle are insane. When you have 4 unique abilities in one fight, it's bound to be crazy. After that, we have another 4-man fight, but this one is a 2v2. The Grateful Dead and Beach Boy fight is just as mind-blowing as the Man in the Mirror fight. Bucciarati really showed why he's the leader. The next fight is Giorno soloing Babyface. This string is wrapped up with a tag team battle against White Album, which, like many of the other fights, makes great use of his surroundings and unique powers. This set of episodes were so elite that I was ready to say part 5 was Jojo's best part when I was first experiencing them. I still don't think any string of episodes or chapters has ever rivaled this level of entertainment and spectacle. This was Jojo's treble run, its championship run. In conclusion, Jojo reached peak performance by mastering writing abilities, having back-to-back fights, and making those fights some of the best the story has ever had to offer, past, present, and future. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and help me revolutionize the manga industry by buying my manga and spreading the word. All important links will be in the description.